In today's feature of the week, we're going to look at Naviate Architecture's Curtain Grid Designer. You can use the Curtain Grid Designer to help place curtain grids on any curtain wall. This will really eliminate the tedious task of having to place individual curtain walls and then adjusting the dimension strings or their location based off of automatic dimensions. Here we can use the Curtain Grid Designer to select and place curtain grids, set up templates to use on other curtain grids to make the process so much faster. We can start by selecting from any curtain wall we have in the project. And we can see that this curtain wall in the edit type parameters of the wall has vertical grids at a fixed distance while having the horizontal grids at none, meaning there are no horizontal grids as set by the type parameters. And we're going to use the Curtain Grid Designer to design the layout of our horizontal curtain grids. I'm going to use the Naviate Architecture Curtain Grid Designer, and it's going to pull for me the command where I can now adjust either the horizontal or vertical curtain grids and see a preview of what my curtain wall looks like. When I switch to the vertical, we can see that because I had the type parameter set to space my vertical curtain grids, they're all here as well. I could go ahead and unpin and modify them by selecting to unpin them here, but for the ease of this demo, we're just gonna leave the vertical as is and add the horizontal. We can start by selecting the Add button to place one horizontal curtain grid. So we can see that here in the preview window. We can then edit either the distance from previous or the base offset. In this case, they will be the same. So we can just go ahead and input that value. Then we can go and add another horizontal curtain grid and modify one of the values as well. Now, in this case, if I'm happy with that pattern, I don't have to go ahead and individually input and modify the dimensions every time. I can just select the repeat button, which will repeat this exact same pattern all the way to the top of the wall. If I'm happy with that layout, I can then go and apply this pattern to my wall. Before I apply, I want to first check if I want to apply both horizontal and vertical or just either one of them. In this case, we just are modifying the horizontal, so we're going to put horizontal and then simply hit apply. We can see here below that our curtain grids were applied. Now that I like this pattern, I want to go ahead and do a save as, so I can save the curtain pattern to my project to use it on other curtain walls. So I'm going to call this my facade pattern and save it. Then I can close the command and we can see here our layout was created beautifully. Now all I have to do to repeat is select the new curtain wall, select the Curtain Grid Designer, and instead of inputting them individually again, just select from that pattern, hit apply, and we can see that the pattern was applied. And I can continue to do that throughout my entire facade on as many walls as needed. This is really going to make placing all of those curtain grids so much faster and easier.